1942 from Hartlepool I moved to Crewe. Found myself a job to do, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy bridges, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. 1943 I broke my shovel across my knee. Went to work with a company in the Leeds to Selby Railway. I was wearing corduroy bridges, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. Yep.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome along. This is covering for Terry, obviously. So this is why I'm Terry disguised as Pete. And we've got a very special one tonight, which has a full house of people to accompany you through the evening. So let's bring them in and say hello.
Hello. Hello.
So we got the wonderful Joe from
Evening.
up above the Arctic Circle. The incredible Ruby from Canada.
Complete with the snow.
Brian from the soggy Northern Ireland.
Soggy wet as today.
Steve from the windy east of England.
It is today. You're right there. Evening, everybody.
And William from, they're still soggy, but
yeah, still
Southern
soggy
Ireland.
and windy. Hello, everybody. Welcome along.
And,
Merry Christmas, everyone.
This is obviously the Christmas week one, so Merry Christmas to everybody. And if you want to sing carols in the chat, carry on. We're not going to do it.
We can't hear him. We can't hear him, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, you reckon? That'd be good.
Anyway, what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah. Don't know.
Oh, hang on. There's somebody at the door.
Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I just thought I'd come in and say hello.
Hey, better late than
Just to
never.
prove I'm still alive. I'm still here. And there's a little machine in here going boom, 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 boom. I'm not stopping too long. I'm just coming to say Happy Christmas to everybody. Enjoy Pete, because I can't do any more for another 6 weeks. I'm convalescing. However, I will give you one little tip. When I got signed off from the hospital by the surgeon yesterday, and I read the report of all that they did to me and everything they'd done, the line started for the doctor to say, "Dear colleagues, this amazing 73-year-old gentleman with an amazing invincible style is fit as a fiddle." Whoever that is. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm going to go now because I'm bloody knackered. I'm going to bed. But I thought I'd come in and say hello, and I'm still alive. Have a good evening, Pete, and the rest of you.
Cheers, Terry. Thanks for
See you
coming.
later, Terry.
We're glad to
Take
see
care,
you
buddy.
again, Terry.
Bye for now.
Well.
Okay, so it was good to see Terry. I did ask him if he would come in just to say hello, just let you know he's okay. And now we're back to the six of us.
It's just the non-experts are left.
Right, so
Yeah, the uninvincible.
The uninvincibles, yeah.
we're going to do a really big piece tonight.
No.
So I'm going to start with this. Joe, if you just hang on for a sec, because I'm going to do this quickly, and then we'll do another piece, and you can do the chat then.
Ah, okay.
Because obviously you're doing the chat.
Joe's not doing the chat, is she? Oh, I can't believe that. Why would Joe be doing the chat?
Well,
Yeah,
because
why would I?
she was first in, Brian. That's the rules,
Oh,
isn't it?
volunteered. Yeah, that's it. First in, volunteered.
And she's got that lovely voice as well. So.
Yeah, didn't we change the rules last week? It was not last in, it's first in.
We did. Ah, what?
Yeah, that rule seems to change every week.
Certainly does.
Now, this might give you a clue as to what I'm doing tonight.
miniatures.
Miniatures, yeah. I know what it is.
I know what it is.
It's a baby mushroom.
It's a,
The
it's a-
baby
it's
Christmas tree.
a tiny mushroom, yeah. Or a tiny Christmas tree, you're right, Ruby. Could be that too.
We did tiny Christmas trees in the club, and mine were 2 mil tall. I couldn't see what I was
Oh.
cutting.
You're still looking for it, are you?
Yeah, aye. If you cut something at 2 mil, you must have been doing it by feel. I kind of gives the game away.
Yeah.
Just a little.
You did say there was going to be colour involved in this.
Yeah,
Is that it?
colour.
My goodness.
That could be as much as we manage.
That's a dehydrated Christmas tree.
So that's the clue as to what we're doing tonight.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Part 2 is next week. Tune in. Bye, everybody.
Thanks very much. Have a lovely Christmas, everybody. Don't eat too much.
Right, you can do that now, Joe.
Thank you very much. So, good evening and welcome, everybody. And before Christmas, in the chat, we have Jennifer Crafton Creations, Mike Hugh Ilminster. We have Michelle Ousby. We've got Ian Lee. Colin Izzard. Alan Gibb. We've got Holly Denny. Hello.
Hello, Holly.
Hey, Holly.
We've got Steve Perkis. Christine and Michael Hesseltine. Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks.
I had a slight panic then. I thought I'd lost my piece of wood.
We've got we've got Albert Dawson. Grandma Roof Tube. Malcolm Douglas. Doug Bennett. We've got Andy the Woodwork Learner. Eric
Andy's not
Winkler.
in again, is he?
He is. Doug Miller at Woodspun Round.
Doug.
Karsten Pedersen. Mike at Dances with Aardvarks. Mark at Turn Again Crafts. Vinnie Charlton. Haley Wooden Burl. We've got Roger Kent. Norman Greenwell. Brent Beecroft. Martin Dickinson. Terry Bartlett. Mike Evans. We've got Adrian. Oh, Wood and Wood Turning. We've got Andy Door 60. We've got Rob Klingspor Abrasives.
Rob.
Terry at Eckington Arts. It's still in.
He'll be eating ice cream somewhere by now, I expect.
I'll be on his way to bed. Paul Finley Woodturning at home.
Hey, Paul.
Rob the Professor. Paul Norfolk Hunter. That's a new name to me. Rob Copperell Woodturning. Paul Hoyton the Grays Returner. And I believe that's down to the bottom. And I hope I've not missed anybody off. But as always, I do apologise. One of this lot will tell me.
62 good people in, Pete.
Welcome, everybody, and thanks for coming in.
Welcome along, all.
And
So I'm
let's
using a bowl
vote
gauge
for
because I had a
this
branch
one.
sticking out of this. So when the branch is coming out, it's best to use a bowl gauge to smooth it down.
Looks like it's pretty green wood, too.
This was last year's it came down, but It's still a little bit green.
Piece of ash, Pete, is it?
It's a piece of ash, yes.
Yep.
And it's just branched, so it's got the pith in it.
Ah, sit back, put the feet up.
Take it easy, Brian. Chill
Get
out, mate.
Get Pete on the full screen, and hell, we can watch then. If we could work out how to put it on full screen. Oh, there it is.
Why do you not usually watch on full screen?
No, not usually, no.
Brian doesn't usually watch.
Well, I do sometimes. Don't pay attention, but I do watch.
How's the
We're
workshop
aware
going,
of
Brian?
that.
Well, the workshop's coming on great.
Good.
Apart from the fact, the little cupboard I made to put my extractor and stuff in, when I went to move the Cyclone and the big blue barrel, I have a great big 88 litre blue barrel, it wouldn't fit through the door.
Oops.
I made the door an inch too small.
A little bit of a technical issue.
Yeah, technical, yeah.
Just stand back and get a good run. It'll fit through.
What you
Oh,
need
no,
is we need to get that blowtorch out and heat the side and just squeeze the sides
Just
a little
squeeze
bit.
it in a bit, yeah. I've just made a new container for it. It's fine.
Pete, you have a question here. Paul wants to know if you teach turning.
Selectively. Because I've now got I got this badge,
Hey,
and apparently when you've got that badge, you're not allowed to hit people on the head with a 2x4 anymore.
I
mean-
know.
It's well, it's just ruined teaching for me. But
Took all the fun out of it.
take all the fun away, yeah. No, I do teach, but I'm not geared up for it, and I only teach on special occasions with special people. And I got that chuck size wrong. Will it grip? Change the jaws to the other one. Sorry.
No worries, Pete. Lots of time.
Plenty of time.
plenty.
I
Michelle says measure twice and cut once, Brian.
Shut up.
Oops.
I actually lined it up with it. I took a little space and I thought, well, that'll do. Just where that rafter is on the roof there, I'll bring the wall down there, and that'll do this. That'll be a rough space. I never thinking of measuring it, but it's about an inch short. So I made a new bin today for it. So we're getting there with the workshop.
Good stuff.
Have you
Camera's
painted
all
it
set
yet?
up and
It's all painted, yeah. It's all painted white, and skirting boards are done in black, and the bit around the top as well is done in black. So it
You
looks
think
quite
the black
nice.
skirting boards will show all dust?
It's a workshop. Who cares?
Well, I was just saying.
Seriously, like, who cares?
Well-
I've got a very good vacuum. I can lift the dust. There won't be much dust on it. So I'm in the process of fitting up the electrics and everything else for it. So.
So, have you got a time scale of how long?
No,
No.
it'll be what it'll
hell
be.
no.
Sometime in the new year, I think, we'll be able to do something.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
Okay.
just going to tidy up this end. Because the person who did the bandsawing for me didn't cut it straight.
I know.
Oh, hang on, that was me, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You're the
I was
best
gonna
there,
say,
mate.
I'm not there anymore.
It's either that you've got Lisa involved.
No, at least it wouldn't go anywhere near the bandsaw.
Wise woman she is too.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not as daft as some.
Jennifer's just asked, how am I? I'm actually very good, actually. A few small ailments, but nothing to write home about.
I'm bringing up the
There you
tail
go.
stop partly for safety, but mostly because it stops it making noises, or it slows down the noises. And I can deal with that bit later on anyway. Now,
Andy
I
checked,
am attempting a different sort of snowman. This is influenced by Holly Denny's wonderful snowman that she posts on Facebook regularly. And the proportions are kind of rough, but it's about 160-ish. So we're going to go about a third of it for the hat, and then about that much for the head, and then the rest for the body. Oh, and we're having a no-cut line there.
what? We're having a no-cut line. Oh.
Yeah, we're having a no-cut line, Brian.
I thought because you were disguised, Terry disguised as Pete, it would be.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, if
You'd be
I
trimming
was-
the edge of the chuck.
No, actually, Terry is not as bad as the Irish contingent. That's the problem.
Right. You leave
It's
us out of this.
It's yourself and Paul.
Leave
that's the
you out of it.
And I'm just going to mark those lines roughly with a parting tool. Just give
Myself
yourself
and
some
Paul are
little
bad at that, I have to say. Andy is cooking Christmas dinner for the first time in 25 years, he says.
Wow.
Very
Now,
good.
I've done first Christmas cake in 20 odd years because my mother-in-law used to do Christmas cakes for everybody.
Mhm.
She passed away a couple of years ago and we've gone without. So I thought I'd take on the job.
Can't beat a good Christmas cake at Christmas time.
Anytime, Steve.
Yeah,
Oh, this is true.
well,
Yeah, this is true. Anytime. Yeah, I agree. I must
It
admit, I was
turned
amazed.
Turned out only me and my brother-in-law and my wife like it. So I made one big Christmas cake, cut it in half, and then iced it as two halves.
Quite right, Pete.
Alex Sheriff has joined us. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Eric's.
Evening, Alex.
Oh yeah.
Evening,
Hi,
Alex. Welcome along, buddy.
So I'm just hacking away at that.
Strategically.
Strategically, yeah.
I have a question for everybody in the chat. Now, everybody obviously has a some sort of dust extractor for fine dust particles. Well, most people will have one, such as the Record Power one or the Axminster for a little square box one that sits on the roof or on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Does anybody vent them to the outside?
I don't.
I don't.
Shouldn't need to, should you?
They don't need to be.
No, I know
Yeah.
they don't. But I'm just
Yandles
asking this
does.
question.
Yandles sawmill. They just have a massive arch with a huge blowing fan on it, and everything gets sucked outside and dumped in a pile.
Yeah, but sure, that's illegal to pump air into the atmosphere.
Plus, this time of year, you're pumping out all the warm air out of your workshop. So
It would be. Yeah. I just wonder, did anybody? I don't know.
in the summertime, it would, you probably could.
Well, Pete, you vent yours outside into the shed and into another container.
At the end of the day, I don't know that it would be illegal because at the end of the day, it's sawdust, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're still putting particles in the atmosphere, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Brian is talking about the fine dust filter.
The very fine dust for not for
Chippings and that.
chippings and stuff. Just the, the little square box you get. I forget what the thing's called.
AC 400.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the record power one, isn't it?
Yeah. Just a thought of whether I should vent it to the outside or not. It doesn't need to be vented to the outside because it's a self-contained unit.
Well, that and you'd think the particles coming out of it are clean enough not to worry about anyway, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, if it has bags inside of it, there's no reason to because it's already collecting them.
Yeah, it should be anyway.
Well, my
So-
system sort of kind of does that because it's in the wood store next door,
Hmm.
and I've just got a chip extractor with the cloth bag, so it doesn't have the fine dust filtering of the cartridge
Okay.
systems. So, in theory, if it was in here, it wouldn't be a fine enough filter. But out there, who cares? By the time I walk out there to get another piece of wood, the dust has settled anyway. So I kind of vent to the outside, but inside, outside, if that makes any sense.
That's exactly what I do, Peter. That's where my main extractor goes from. The extractor for the lathe itself goes to into the room next door. It's where the cam vac and stuff is.
Yeah, so it's outside your work area, basically.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got an extraction system that's chucking out that stuff to the final filter, then it needs maintaining, doesn't it, really? Because it shouldn't be doing
does.
that.
No, shouldn't be doing it. You're dead right.
Should be clean air coming out of it.
Oh, it should be, yeah. That AC 400 is supposed to put out clean air, basically.
It's supposed to filter down to 1 micron, so which is pretty good.
Yeah,
There's usually 2 filters in them, 2 cartridge filters.
Yeah.
There's a 5 micron, 4 micron or 5 micron, and then there's a 1 micron, which is the really fine dust.
now mine obviously is a cloth bag. I think it's down to 5 micron, the cloth bag.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually looked at the stats in a long time, but it's nowhere near as fine as a filter. But as I said, I don't care. It's outside.
Alan Gibb says he has the record power 400. It's amazing how much fine dust it collects. It absolutely is amazing. How
They're a
much
great machine.
and a lot of people, the issue with them sometimes is people forget to clean the filters and replace the cartridge filter.
Yeah, I've had mine just over a year now, and I've changed the cartridge once in it. But record power just said bang them out, don't they? They don't say you
you
don't have to change them. They're not really.
Yeah, about
The
once
light
a
compressor,
month.
just
or so,
slightly blown.
yeah, I take mine out about once a month and blow it out from the back side.
Yeah.
So you're not blowing the stuff, trying to blow the stuff through the filter. Try and
That's
blow it
good
back
practice.
Now, Rob says that 9 out of 10 wood turners state that cling spore abrasive makes a better quality dust on it.
Out.
I believe you, Rob, even though these guys are laughing.
Yeah, he would, of course, wouldn't he?
Use cling spore abrasives, you get better quality dust in your lungs.
Well, it's a finer quality.
You don't want it finer.
No.
Holly was asking what type of wood was it?
This is ash.
It's a piece of ash.
Another victim of the ash dieback. So
I woke up the other morning to find one of those, the big lumber transporters that you get with the crane on them.
yeah,
It was parked right across the road from my house, right on the corner of the main road, with a full load on it, and it was unloaded right across the road from my house, not 30 yards from my front door. Unfortunately, it's not for me. It's for firewood.
Oh no.
Criminal.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice tool control, Pete.
thank
And
you.
Royce the boy has joined us. Good evening, Roy.
Hello, Roy.
Roy.
Roy?
So, Roy, now that you have your circuit board, are you all happy?
It's not the first one. First person I've said that the heard saying that the circuit board had to be replaced on one of those.
Yeah, mine's gone, and I'm still waiting for my board. But they have sent me a sticker to go over the new one when it comes.
Oh, that's good, then. Sent the sticker, but no board.
Yeah, I had a letter come from the post the other day, and I'm thinking, what the hell's this in it? Open that record power sticker for the the one with like the buttons on it.
All right.
And I'm thinking, well, actually, I want the board. But the time I got the
That'd
letter,
be
it was too late
And
to
you'd
ring
have the
record
board
power.
first, yeah.
Lewis Golden has joined us. Hi, Lewis.
Hi,
Hi,
Lewis.
Lewis.
Good evening, Lewis.
Hello. Welcome on,
Well,
buddy.
buddy.
Steve, if you don't get your circuit board, let me know and I'll make a phone call for you.
All right, thank you. I did ring him not last week, the week before, and they said that they was on back order or something, and as soon as they came in, they'd ship it out. But I reckon they've just misunderstood the bit I want.
I think they tend to go in batches, so they run out. I had the same with Axminster on the dust filter I got. Well, I got the jet one. It's an old one. And about a year after I got it, same thing happened. The board went, and I phoned up and good as gold. Yeah, we'll get one in the post here.
Oh,
But it took
Ian's
about a
in.
month because about that time a whole batch of them went, and they ran out of stock.
Yeah, that's what they told me the other day. There's loads of them gone.
Johnny Foster
Johnny
has
Foster
joined us.
joins. Right.
Hey, Johnny.
And has Dean.
Hi, Dean.
Hello, Dean.
Good evening.
My skew isn't working right tonight.
Was it not?
No,
Looked like it was okay there.
no, it's misfiring.
Oh, no.
She's backpedaling.
Misfire on load. Words you don't want to hear when you're firing a 120mm cannon.
Now, when Roy the boy let me know his board had gone, I made a call to Record Power and it was shipped that day.
Yeah,
Good on you, Ruby.
it's good when you got contacts in the right level.
Well, I happened to have a meeting with somebody fairly high up in Record Power that day because we were planning for the Toronto Wood Show in January. So we had to get some flights and that all straightened around.
Yeah, for anybody in Canada, Ruby's going to be in Toronto end of January, isn't it, Ruby?
17th, 18th, and 19th of January.
So if you're in the vicinity, pop along and catch her.
Oh, Lewis, I can't believe you would insult me like that.
What's he done now?
He says
You
Ruby is like
compared
the
me
Trump
to
of
Donald Trump, a person I find absolutely despicable. Oh, what an insult. And here I thought you were a friend, Lewis.
I know you're in trouble, Lewis.
Oh,
Right, now if I was here on my own, I would take this off the lathe now, put a stick on there, and just
play.
Now, as Brent was trying to say,
correct
I'll
my
be-
skew action, but it's just not working right, and I don't want to do it on a lathe. But what I would normally do is take that off, just take the whole chuck off, put a stick between spindles, between live centers, and just cut some beads and coves and get back into the swing of it. But hey, you're all here, so I'll just do it with a spindle gauge instead.
Mm-hmm.
And what I will do is the bottom of this head, I'll just add a little V cut here. And where it joins the hat, just a little detail.
Little shadow line.
A little shadow line, it just makes it look as though it's a separate component.
Yorkshire gets in.
Hiya, Glenn.
Good evening.
Evening, Lynn.
Yeah, Martin, there are some lovely pieces of wood in it. Some bits of it are over 3 feet across,
Oh,
and it's all going to be split into firewood.
oh, get over there quick, mate. So you can your bag of these.
It's Gary, the tame joiner. So if there's any bits going, I'll get them all right. It's not. If
So
I
I've just
wanted them,
taken
he
that
would give me.
potting offline down a bit deeper. It's still, well, an inch and a quarter of it left, so there's plenty of drive there still. But just allows me to get in there with a bit of abrasive and tidy that up.
Fill the cracks with resin.
Yeah, I've got some resin.
Lewis says
Well,
he's
my-
let some cherry crack just for that purpose.
You won't have to wait long with cherry.
No,
No, you won't have to wait long though.
it's sort of born with cracks in it, isn't it?
Just gotta look at it, and yeah.
Hi, Lucy, how are you?
I've got some lovely big lumps of hawthorn which are split. They almost rip themselves
Lucy?
apart.
I cut some 1 meter lengths of laburnum the other day, and within 6 minutes, the ends of it had split.
Almost as soon as you cut it.
Yeah.
Here it
I
goes.
actually had a piece of laburnum here, and I trimmed off the chainsawed end on the bandsaw, put it down on the floor, picked up another piece and trimmed that, turned round to the bit I'd done first of all, and there were 6 splits in it going in pretty much about halfway through it.
Yeah, like a spider's legs. Yeah.
In literally 5 minutes or so, it had gone.
That's why William cut him in meter lengths, because he wanted 300 mil bits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He wants pen blanks, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the trick, actually, is to keep it as long as possible until the last minute.
As Lewis says, is your hawthorn like ours? Not big, except for yeah.
Yeah, that sums it up.
That's exactly right. I've just had one blowing down the other day, and the last storm we had, the hawthorn tree blowing down. But the weather is too miserable, and I'm not going to do anything with it. But I will be taking the branches off it and leaving the trunk.
I agree with Lewis that cherry is bad, but apple is worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Mhm.
I disagree totally. Cherry may split, but it is worth it. It's one of my favourite woods.
Well,
Smells beautiful when you cut it.
disagreeing with that, Pete.
Having said that, English cherry is better than American cherry. But it might because the American cherry is loses something in transport. But when you cut through a piece of English cherry, it smells like cake.
It smells beautiful, doesn't it?
Cinnamon type smell in the workshop.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Hmm.
American cherry doesn't seem to have the same strength of
Doesn't have the
Aroma.
same aroma.
freshly baked aroma.
Well,
Don't.
you didn't give me any of that to turn when I was at your place.
No, I didn't. There's limits, Ruby. You know, I love you to bits, but you know.
Yeah, get your own cherry.
No, what I did was I brought my own ewe.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I gave you a pair of handles to take home.
A pair? You gave me one handle.
Yeah, but it made of pear wood.
Oh,
It's a pear handle. Right.
oh dear.
Right now, I'm going to be putting size on this hat. So this is 180 grit, and that's as far as the hat will go. But the body is not getting size on it, so I'm going to take that to 240 grit.
Oh,
And it's Terry
Lewis.
Bartlett in the chat.
He is.
It was.
Right.
Is that you, Joe?
That might have been.
See, Lewis's workshop is now piglet free.
Ah, good on you.
It's a piglet free zone.
It's probably just as well because the piglet was getting big enough to start using the machines.
Now, Martin was saying that with the circuit boards being replaced, Record Power should be looking into the problem. And I can tell you now that they already are.
Mm-hmm.
The problem will be heat and vibration.
They're not having much luck with electronics.
Biggest problem would be cheap circuit board.
Yeah.
It should
Cheap
be
circuit board, and then because it's got a large fan on it, it gets vibration. You add that to heat and the cheap circuit board, and it will let go on you.
Yeah. They've had problems with the Camvac motors as well.
Yeah.
I've had to
They
replace two.
See, mine gets used an awful lot, and I haven't had any issues with them at all.
Yeah,
Still got to
Terry's
walk
had,
to the other end of the workshop to turn the extractor on.
Terry
and
had
off.
to replace one motor on his. I've had to replace both motors on mine.
Yeah. Mine was only about a month old, and one of the motors was chucking flames out on one of mine.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Spitting flames.
Now, where I had the tailstock up, I've got some damage here.
Oh,
But that's fine because actually I like a dent in the top of the hat. So we'll
You do?
just, yeah, I mean, keeps the hat on your head, doesn't it? And it's somewhere to put your beer.
oh, okay. Fair enough.
So
Then, okay.
and that noise is why we had the tailstock there in the first place. Stop that.
Mm-hmm. Stopping the wood harmonizing.
Yeah. Growling.
Careful, Brian, or it'll start singing It's Dreaming of a White Christmas.
I'm dreaming
Oh,
of a
no.
white
Oh,
Here
no.
we
Ruby,
go.
did you have to
Thanks
borrow
for
more?
that, Ruby.
just like the ones I used to know.
Mute.
Okay, so that sounded as far as I need to go with it.
These are all shower of miserable so-and-sos. It's Christmas, for God's sake.
Yeah, says the green.
Brian, you don't
It
know
is.
what a real white Christmas is until you come and visit Lewis or myself.
I think I do. I used to live in Scotland, remember? I think I know what a white Christmas is. I've had to dig myself
Where you
out.
have anywhere from 3 to 6 feet of snow.
Mm-hmm. I've had to dig myself out the house before now.
Ah,
Shh. Oh, Rob, that's disgraceful. Can't believe you think I've got a cat in the house.
Right, so that
I
didn't
have a
work out
beautiful
very well.
dog.
Just square that line off by eye. I'm going to sound this off in a minute. So I need a nose about, there-ish. Then I need some buttons. And this one is going to be better dressed than I am because the buttons will be in line with his nose. Almost. So we'll have a button there.
You're measuring and everything.
This is a bit
Bloody
technical,
heck,
isn't it,
geez.
for a
Hold
snowman?
on a minute. Right.
This is
Yeah,
getting
have you
technical.
turned into Terry right enough?
Well, I am disguised as Terry, so
Rob says, I swear I heard a cat screaming.
Bing Crosby's got nothing on me, boys.
oh, I'm not so sure I'd agree with that.
Thanks very much, Ruby.
Oh, you're welcome, Brian.
I'm deeply upset, eh?
Sure.
If he had feelings, they'd be hurt.
Yeah.
I was going to use a bridle to
Oh, here,
Poke
Change his
holes.
this is getting really technical now. I
So you
mean, come
don't
on.
like the buttons that I taught you how to make.
We're coming to that, Ruby. We are coming to that. But I'm going to use different styles here.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot that one.
Now it looks like it's got woodworm.
Yep. And I'm going to use this drill.
Tiny.
It will make sense eventually, honest.
No, is that a 1.5
Now,
or 2 mil drill bit?
as Lewis points out, you know you are Canadian when the announcement that RECAP will stop making snowmobiles after 2025 ruined your Christmas.
Indeed.
You're right, Lewis.
Okay. Sure, with global warming, you'll not need snowmobile shelter.
That's true. We'll just need water skis.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Good-
started
good.
in Ireland already. Global wedding.
Canoes is what we need. Canoes.
Now, Pete, Rob from Klingspor wants to know how much Randy was involved in that Christmas cake, because now you're using color and you're measuring stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it this way, I started with a new bottle and it's empty.
And pre-drilling holes and then making them bigger as well. I mean, what's going on here?
I mean, there's no point in keeping brandy. If you've got brandy for the cake, you might as well put it in there, ain't
You
you?
might as well. You might as well drink it. Never mind putting a cake.
Well, there's that as well. I mean, I didn't say how it got empty. It's like when I'm cooking Christmas dinner on Christmas Day, I shall open a bottle of wine. I shall put a thimbleful into something,
To the great.
and then that bottle of wine will be empty before I finish cooking.
Yeah, quite right too.
Right. So now I can clean up and get rid of my pencil lines.
A nice deep red wine adds a nice depth of flavour to your gravy,
Does.
but don't put too much in it.
Good evening, Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Hey, up, Susie.
Oh, I know. Susie, there's first
Evening.
troublemakers in. Pete's going to size this hut. Wonder is he going to gold leaf it?
Ah.
Have to wait and see.
Kind of am, but it's not gold.
Kind of. Kind of. Dean's having beef and pork. No turkey this year. I'm having stuffed turkey
I don't like turkeys.
I'm not
With
having
no-
any turkey this
with
year.
no bones. It has been deboned. Our turkey.
Well, Maggie Dog and I are having turkey for Christmas and Christmas Eve.
The size of the turkey Michelle came home with, we'll be having it for about 3 weeks.
Now my buttons. Where's my camera gone? Going to be these.
We're posh.
Ooh, diamantes.
They're fancy.
Shiny,
The
shiny
earrings.
sparkly earrings.
I was just going to say, you pinched the missus' earrings.
Yeah. And if you look down in the comments below, there is a link to the eBay where I got these from. I paid £2, but I've had them for about a year. They're £2.80 now. So they've gone
Oh,
up in price.
£2.80. Oh, gee.
That's for 20 pairs, so 40 earrings.
Lou's having a seafood chowder on Christmas Eve and turkey on Christmas. When is Christmas Eve?
Tuesday.
The 25th.
The 24th. Yeah, Christmas Eve, the 24th. I knew that, Ruby.
Well, the 25th
What day is it? This
Christmas.
is Sunday, isn't it? So Monday,
Sunday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday's
Tuesday.
Christmas Eve.
So that's what I'm going to do for my buttons. But before I
Very
do that,
nice.
especially for Terry Bartlett,
Oh,
it's a special treat just for you.
no.
Oh, yes.
Some maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Yeah, I replenished his supply.
Yeah, she bought me a whole new bottle.
Lewis has had to take the legs off his turkey so it'll fit in the oven.
It's an ostrich.
No, he has to put it in the roaster, not in the oven.
Oh well,
It's in
same
the
thing.
roaster and then in the oven. Ah,
Roaster? What's a roaster one is home?
you don't
Not
know
like-
what a roaster is?
Is that like a barbecue? No,
No.
I have no idea. I just put mine in the oven.
What, you
Yeah, but
just
you must
put
put
it
it in
on a
a-
rack in the oven?
Yeah,
No, on a tray.
yeah. Of course it goes in a tray.
Yeah, that's a roaster.
That's a roaster, yeah.
That's a
I'm
roasting
going
dish.
with the Yorkshire grit. And you know what that means, don't you?
Joe's going to be singing.
The Yorkshire
Earplugs
grit,
in. Earplugs in, everybody.
like all abrasive paste, it's a semi-liquid. Although it's a paste, it's kind of liquid. So if you don't turn your lathe down, you're just going to be wearing it.
It's a pan. Brent says it's a pan.
It becomes
Rod
face
says
cream.
Rod says it's a baking tray.
It's a pan that has a lid.
Ah, mine doesn't have a lid.
So stick it on there. Turn the lathe speed down so that it doesn't all fly off immediately.
Mean a bit like a fish kettle.
No.
Hands that feel pretty can be soft as your face. With light brown, Yorkshire gritty.
Gritty.
There you go. Happy Christmas, Terry.
Well done, Joe.
Yeah, a bit out of tune, but it always has been.
Ah, good effort. Good effort.
How would we know?
Hey, you watch it.
That was uncalled for.
Ah, sorry. Couldn't
That's
resist.
you. That's you bumped up the top of Joe's list. Let
Couldn't
me tell you.
resist. Couldn't resist.
Who's coughing?
Me,
Not
sorry.
me. Not me.
Oh,
But that's Steve fella. He's always coughing. There's always something wrong with him.
spreading germs.
See, William, you're giving it to Brian now.
Okay, about sympathy.
I got to say,
That'd be a viral infection.
Lucy says it will be carnage in this house. There will be lots of Lego involved.
Mhm.
There will be Lego involved in my house as well. But there won't be any carnage with it because it's it's fancy Lego.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah, Lewis says
brilliant.
he's getting hearing aids tomorrow, so he'll better be able to give a review on Joe's singing next time.
No.
Good on you, Lewis. Mm.
I am only doing the bottom section with Yorkshire grit for a reason.
you know.
Don't want to get anything onto that hat because I'm going to put some size on there in a second.
Fred
Because
Miller says a roaster has a lid. Well, there you are now. Must be
Yeah,
an
that's three of us have told you that.
That has to be an American thing. I've
Yeah.
never seen I've never seen a roaster.
Well, Lewis and I are Canadian. We're not American.
Okay, North American then.
I'm going with Emma Cook's chameleon flakes for the hat.
Ooh, the
Are you going to paint it black first?
No. No need. And I've got a choice of Phoenix, which is a colour, sort of reddish. Chimera, which is a colour, sort of purplish. Can't read that one. Mermaid, which is kind of greenish.
It's a greeny blue.
Gin, which is kind of bluish.
Purple.
Kraken, which is kind of greenish and bluish.
Hey, so they're all greeny blue.
And Dragon, which is kind of another colour, sort of bluish.
Yeah, purple.
So purple.
Purple.
Right, so we're going to go with the purple.
Purple. I knew Joe would say that.
So that's the colour that my beard will be for the next week.
Yeah.
What do you mean your beard? The whole workshop?
Well, a whole workshop, but you just get stuck in the beard and you can't get it out.
Now,
Yeah,
As
but
soon
it's
as
better
you
than
get rid
being
of that,
green.
it will go.
Grunt is a bit you're thankful for the Irish Sea right now, Brian. You're quite right.
Pete, Dean is asking, will you try Northern Grit Original?
No, I won't.
There you go.
No,
Short,
no major reason.
short answer.
I'm using True Grit. I helped to develop True Grit. And it's good enough for me. And I really don't have the time to get involved in just another version
hang on.
of.
Yeah. Another one of the same variety.
Yeah, they're all basically the same. I do have someone sent me over some
My
of
God.
his, which
The superior grit.
Superior Grit, yeah. Which you know, I will play with that, but I don't need to talk about that one because it's not available here anyway. So
Canadian thing. Isn't it?
it's yeah. But no, I'm not being rude. It's just that I don't have the time to try everything and compare everything, especially when everything's pretty much the same thing anyway.
Oh, Rob will send it over to you.
He would.
Or for that matter, let me know and I'll send it to you.
But yeah, I mean they're all much of a muchness, and when Yorkshire Grit was the only choice, then I used that, and it was made in the UK by our good friends who can sing about it. And
Well, that's debatable.
Shut it.
Yeah, Brian, shut up.
No.
Now, Karsten is letting folks know that Lego is Danish, in case you didn't know.
I think we did.
it is, yeah.
And Lewis thinks that's looking festive, Pete. Your grandkids will love it.
It's yeah. Lisa likes these. Normally the ones I do are designed for children to paint, and they're very quick and simple, and they're turned in like 5 minutes each. And they're designed to hang off Christmas trees because the idea is that the children can give them to their grandparents. The trouble is when grandparents get painted things from their grandchildren, they've got to keep them because they're painted by the grandchildren. So you want something small you can shove in a box and stick in the attic because you really don't want it around all the time.
Oh, Pete.
But
that's
then you have
mean.
to get a new one every year. Of course.
Yeah, well, I make my money by encouraging people to get their 2.4 children to paint one for each of their 2.4 grandparents between the ages of 2 and 10, which means I get repeat sales.
You have grandparents between the ages of 2 and 10?
No, the grandchildren are aged 2 to 10.
Oh, okay.
Under 2, they can't paint them. And after 10, they've got better things to do with their lives.
Susie has
No.
just asked a pertinent question. She says, does anyone know any news about the Makers auction and when will the next one be?
Right, we are
Just
coming right onto that.
Hold on a second and you'll find out.
All will be revealed.
Okay, so size, when you put it on, you need to give it 10. So what I do at this point is I say, Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes. And then I'll switch you over to Steve.
There he is.
Nice.
That was a bit of
What a lovely picture.
that was a bit of a
Aw.
scam there, wasn't it? What's going on there?
You should have expected it, Steve. Come on.
Jesus. I thought, put me, don't give me center screen anyway. Anyway,
Anyway.
Makers auction.
Come on, the floor is yours.
Yeah, the
Dance
floor is
away,
mine,
mate.
as they say. Yes, we are doing the Makers auction. We've put it until after Christmas this year. The reason being is because of commitments I've had this year. I haven't had a chance to basically get it sorted. But we are going to be doing it at the end of March. So after Christmas, we will start promoting it. Myself and the guys will start promoting it. And we will be looking for donations and people helping out where they can. As always, the GoFundMe is already up, which I will stick in the chat in a little bit. So it's all ready to go. And like always, we're relying on you guys to spread the word and get it out there. But I will be doing a short video over Christmas to let people know how it's going to work, as Zach and Sammers do every year. And then hopefully and it will be the end of March. It won't be no sooner than that. So let's have a quick look at a date while we're here so we can confirm a date. So February, March. So we could do Friday the 28th of March, if everybody's happy with that.
That's a good date.
So that's when the makers auction will be, Friday the 20th of March, 28th of March. I will get a live up ready, and then we'll do exactly the same as we did before, or do always. We'll do a live auction where we'll have hopefully 10 pieces to auction off on the night, and there'll be raffles as well. Raffle will be exactly the same as it is every single year, £2 a ticket. And then as soon as you've bought your tickets, let me know what raffle you want to be entered into, and we will keep a log like we always do, and they will be drawn on the night as well. Depending on the maker, depending on what pieces it is, whether the shipping may have to be paid as well as the auction fee, that I don't know. We always leave that down to discuss between the buyer and the maker who's donating as well. I already have one piece, a calibration, no, not calibration, collaboration piece that myself and Andrew Hoare did, which was the Harlequin Blues Bowl. So I will be getting pictures of that over Christmas and getting that up on the social media so people can see that. But if anybody went to Harrogate, it was on display at Harrogate. So yeah, it was there to be seen. So other than that, I really can't tell you a lot more than that because I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. But
You've also got the ash platter from me, Steve.
Sorry?
You've got the ash platter from me as well.
There you go. So there's a piece there, which you normally do. You know? Are you doing it on eBay again, or?
No, I will do it through you this year.
There you go. So that'll be auctioned off. So what we'll do is we always do. Once we get the pieces in, I will do a montage of pieces that are up for auction, usually a week or so before, and then people can see what's up for auction and see what they want to do. And then basically it's about promoting it and getting people in the room on the night. And hopefully we can raise a bit of money because the charity we're doing it for this year is PDSA, which is a veterinary charity. Loads of information on the internet if you'd like to go and have a look at it. Basically, it's a charity. If you're a low-income family who are on benefits or on some sort of help through government funding, then you are able to get some help with your pet medical care. So it's basically helping sick animals that people can't really afford to help. So at least they're not being mistreated and left ill. They're actually being able to be helped. So that's a good charity to go for, I think. So we thought we'd do something for animals this year. We normally do it for humans, but we thought we'd move on to our furry friends, let's say.
Well said, mate. Well said.
Thanks,
So other
Steve.
than that, I can't really tell you. But if you've got questions, then obviously ask, and then we'll answer them where we can.
Ask away, and I'm covering for Terry for apparently 6
months.
weeks.
Yeah,
A long
6
time.
weeks, apparently.
So if you've got questions and you don't think of them tonight, if I'm doing a live, ask the questions then. If Steve's available, you can answer them. If not, we'll pass them on to him. Okay, so surmised. Ruby showed me this trick. A little bit of black paint. Dip the end of a paintbrush, or in this case a pencil, into it, and then go like that, and you get dots. And each time you do it, they get smaller. So if I just go there, now I've already done one of these, and I was told off because my eyes were too far apart. So I'm putting them close together today.
Don't get them too close together either. You know what happens then.
Well, this is obviously inspired by Holly Denny's wonderful snowman. And after I did it, I looked at a picture of hers and I thought, my eyes are too far apart. Then I showed it to Lisa and she said, the eyes are too far apart. So I'm guessing the eyes were too far apart.
Not very fussy, aren't they?
But if you get them too close, go look like a politician.
Now, look, I'm going to wait for that paint to dry for a bit, and then I shall be putting a white dot just in the top corner of them, using exactly the same technique, but with a smaller stick. But you know, as we're waiting for things
paint
to
to
dry,
dry.
bit of glue, a nose. Now, I'm going to use wood glue for this, but obviously the earrings are metal, so I can't use wood glue for them. So I'll be using CA for those. But same technique. Stick it on a block.
Dean says at least her eyes are level. That's a bit of a problem.
Yeah. Well, you know.
When you just guess.
That looks ace.
Roy the boy says he uses the bottom of an artist's paintbrush.
Yep.
Same idea. Yep.
Exactly the same
Works
idea.
great. Yep.
The funny thing is, there's a little story here. Ruby wanted to make a video showing how she does it because she wanted to show somebody how it was done. So we made a little video and we put it on my channel. And then I had to distract my granddaughter for an hour whilst Christmas surprises happened and all were prepared. So I brought her around here to paint a couple of snowmen for her various grandparents. And I said, we've got this technique for doing the eyes. And I started to explain it, and she said, I know. She showed me how to do it.
You should have seen the look on Pete's face when she said that.
It's just classic, wasn't it, Ruby?
Yep.
I wish I'd had a camera on you at that moment. That would have been the best end to the video.
And again, I've just put a little dot of CA onto a block of wood. Steady my hand because I've got the shakes.
Alan Gibb says, oh, jeez. Pete's gone real arty-farty. Yeah.
It does happen occasionally. It always ends up on the fire, but
No.
do try
This
to
is
colour
not
things.
going any fire. Lisa will
Well,
be keeping this one.
Kirsten feels like that snowman is staring at him.
It
They're
is.
staring at me.
No,
I
this
don't
is
mind when
looking
he's,
straight over to
I don't-
Denmark, this one.
I don't mind so much when he's lying down.
Well, Lewis thinks that Pete has the proper size hands to put in little noses and buttons.
He does, yeah. Small hands for a delicate small job, yeah. He hasn't got piano fingers, that's for sure.
Here, pause.
So yeah, we've got some buttons, we've got a nose, we've got half an eye. We haven't got the eyes finished yet. And whilst we're still waiting, I will show you my practice one. This one I did yesterday.
Very nice, Pete.
The scarf's a little bit out of control.
You can curl it with the edge of scissors, Pete.
You can.
That's
Real
great.
sparkly here.
And as you can see, it's sparkly and it changes colour,
It does.
depending on which way the light is shining on it. But that's what we're after. And I'm running out of filling things to do until Alexa says time's up. This is the trouble with doing size and stuff on the live. It's you've got to stop. So somebody in the chat, just give us a question or something.
Yeah, how long is the piece of string?
How much time's left on the timer?
I don't know. I'll
Well,
have to let
Holly
you beep
wants
in
to
10
know
minutes.
what you're going to do with the mouth.
So what was that?
You haven't put in the mouth for the.
I've got a special applicator for that.
Bernie.
Ooh.
It's called Lisa.
Alexa, dismiss. The timer's up. Yes, I've got a special applicator. It's called Lisa.
Yep.
And I will just literally hand it over to Lisa and say, put a mouth on it for me. Because I can't do
Yeah.
it.
She can do the eyebrows and the mouth and stuff. Yeah.
Right, the lid is about to come off of this now. And my workshop is now full of glitter.
We can't see what you're doing, Pete.
Change camera there, Pete.
I will do.
You missed Terry in the beginning. He's home again, Lucy.
So I have my
He's had-
makeup back.
He's had a pacemaker fit.
So basically, this is a little special makeup brushes, perfect for this little job. And the thing is,
Yeah.
actually, stop breathing.
From the
Everybody in the
middle of
chat,
the
please
living
stop breathing.
Wow.
This stuff goes everywhere.
Are they the flakes or the powder, Pete? The flakes.
It's the flakes.
Right.
I bought the flakes. I didn't buy the powder. Now you can be more adventurous than I've been here. You can apply size in one place and then just sort of put one color on there, and then size another place and put a different color on there. You can do all sorts of things. But yeah, this is
Well,
alive.
you can do it in candy stripes and everything.
So we're
And
just
my
going for one
OCD
color.
is gone into overtime looking at that. That's the thing coming into my workshop.
I mean,
Need
do
the
they go
extract.
far, these flakes?
Yeah, you need the extractor on for this, those things.
I tell you what, Joe. When
What?
I wake up in the morning, there'll be glittery flakes in the bed
Oh,
because they will
right.
come in with me and they will get around the house.
Each beard will be full of it.
My beard, my hair, just full of it.
I would
All he
have a
says, that's
paper.
cool.
I would have a paper underneath on the waist to collect the excess, so you can
Yeah.
pour it back in.
See, the trouble is, I bought these about a year ago, maybe more, and I haven't managed to get rid of them yet. So I don't want to collect them. I want to get rid of them because you know
Well,
that as soon as I put a piece of color onto a piece of wood, it clashes.
if I'd known, Pete, I'd have just brought them home with me.
Yeah, you should have done, really. No, they are fabulous things, and for the artists out there, highly recommended because they are quite spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the feel of them when they're done.
That's
I
why
did do
sometimes the powders are a bit better.
Yeah, I did a bowl, and I did the inside of the bowl. It looks spectacular, but when you touch it, you can feel the edge of all the flakes. Now, they do go reasonably flat. Guess what? I've missed that bit completely with the size. That's good. That just gives us an effect.
Excellent. I think you should do that bit in red.
Too late, Brian.
Too late.
No, it's not. You can do that in red, but I'm not going to do another 10 minutes of keeping you guys hanging on. Now, you may have noticed that we haven't got Mike Walt here tonight. That's because I was going to do this properly, and I was going to mask this up with tape. And when I put in the request for permission to do that, they said not if Mike's involved.
Yeah, he's not allowed.
The other reason is
It's
it
his
is actually
birthday
Mike's
today.
birthday today.
Happy
It's
birthday.
also Amy De Angelis' birthday
Mm-hmm.
and Andrew from AGK's birthday.
It is indeed.
So it's a very busy birthday day. So
Happy
happy
birthday
birthday
to
to any of
everybody.
those if you ever watch this.
Now,
Um,
Pete, is there a reason why you didn't paint the hat black before using the size and
yeah,
powder?
because you don't need to.
Don't
This
need to
paint
the
is
flakes.
solid. This flakes are absolutely solid. So there's no
Well-
reason to paint it.
Well, Lewis thinks you're going to feel like a stripper for the day.
Yeah. Day.
Probably all week, Lewis.
It could take at least a week. Yeah, my first wife, she had this great idea. And she put glitter into balloons. And then we were at a party and everybody was dancing and hot and sweaty. And she
Oh,
launched
yeah.
the balloons into the air and burst them. And
Holy moly.
showered glitter
Oh,
everywhere. Yeah, we were never invited back.
Funny that.
That sounds like a fun trick.
It was a good gag, but
Helium balloons with glitter inside.
you'll see
Have
that
it
I've got
had it
glitter
done.
over this bit, which is why I was going to mask it. This glitter isn't stuck to this bit. I can just brush it off. But it would have got a better job if I had masked it. But this is, it's going on the fire pit, so who cares?
Does it burn better with flakes
Yes,
on?
it burns better with glitter on it. But yeah, it will brush off. Wherever there's no glue, it will brush off.
What are the glitter flakes made with? I wonder.
Floaty
Glitter.
stuff.
Floaty
They are
stuff,
made
yeah.
out of pure floaty stuff.
There's some
Whatever
kind of
that is. Yeah,
microplastic.
yeah. Google that there, Brian. Will you?
Now, Pete, Martin is suggesting that the bit you missed, you use a contrasting color in to give the effect of a feather or something.
Yep,
Yes.
I could do just that, but I'm not
It's
going
not
to do
a-
another 10 minutes of waiting. So I got my white dot to go into the eye. So I can't do this. My hands aren't steady enough. So I need a tool rest. It's bad enough that I can't see when I cut small things. Having the shakes as well is not good.
They do make magnifying glasses, you know.
They do. Just a little dot of white. That's not enough. A bit more than that. Just a little dot of white in the eye. It just gives them a little bit more oomph. And that's going to need a bit more cleaning off and a bit more fiddling with, and I'm going to need to do that a different colour. But do that, part it off, and the job's done. And at that stage, I'm going to leave it for tonight. I'll bring in yesterday's. Now, I send this to my special applicator, as in Lisa, and she does the painting for me. She does the eyebrows and the mouth, because I can't do that. My hands shake too much.
Now, Pete, Rob the professor says that rather than the fire pit, he'll put 20 quid in the GoFundMe if he can have the snowman. That's the best offer you've had today.
Yeah, it would cost him a damn sight more than that to get hold of them.
Quite right, Pete.
Yeah, I'm not undercutting Holly's prices, and you know, I just don't undercut other turners. I'd rather burn it than undercut somebody. But anyway,
Well, put it into the maker's auction then.
now I've got a platter going into the maker's auction, so that's already set. I will finish this one off nicer, and I suspect either one of my grandchildren will have it or my wife will have it. So unless I get offered the equivalent of $85, which is what they cost. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming in.
Oh.
Great job, Pete.
And wish you all a fabulous Christmas.
Indeed.
And yeah, I'll see you before the new year. I will be back next Sunday. Don't know what I'm doing next Sunday. It won't involve colour. It won't involve floaty powders made out of pure plutonium.
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 And yeah, just wish you all the best. And it's goodbye from me. And it's goodbye from my team.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, all.
Bye, everyone.
Merry Christmas. See you
Thanks
all
again,
soon.
everybody.
Don't
Cheers for
drink
now.
too much or eat too
Safe
much.
roads.
Nah, where's the fun in that?
Drink too much, eat too much, have fun. Oh,
Yeah,
hang on.
exactly.
Before we go,
Well, before we go.
See, I just turned the lathe off there.
Mm-hmm.
No, we can't see actually.
You'll hear it though.
Yeah, but the lace off. A start has been made.
The lathe
Cheers,
is off.
everyone.
And so it begins.
You best to
I had,
help.
I had a little practice with a trifle earlier.
Oh dear.
I didn't leave much.
Right, on that note, happy Christmas. Cheers for now.
Cheers,
Bye,
everybody.
Merry
everybody.
Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas.
Bye.